Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Look who it is, the San Francisco cat.
Wake up, Daddy.
That's me, the
Now
cat
that
of
is
San
something I like to
Francisco.
see.
There's a fucking ninja.
There's a fucking ninja.
Yes, there is. There is. Ha, 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 ha. There you go, man. There you go.
I didn't get any Asteroid City sound bites. There was nothing that really stood out to me to do a sound bite for,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You didn't get any sound bites from Asturd City?
Is that your short review of it, Asteroid City?
I feel like this is a bad movie to watch. Never of his movies.
That's how a lot of his movies are. He actually gets criticized a lot for making the same movie over and over again, kind of, because it's you kind of more watch his movie for the vibes, and like every once in a while there's a message and a thing, but it's kind of like it's a good aesthetic to look at, and there's fun actors in it. There's usually not a huge point. Like there's obviously a storyline, but a lot of his movies are like this.
Okay.
I was very curious what your opinions would be on, because I've never seen this one. Asteroid City I haven't seen, and I've heard this is the weirdest one to go into blind for his movies.
Apparently.
But so what were your thoughts on Asteroid City coming out of it, not knowing anything about it?
I don't even know where to start, because I mean I texted you yesterday. I'm like 30 minutes in. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Like, what? I don't even know what's going on.
Everybody in Hollywood's in it.
Yeah, half of Hollywood was in it. I mean, legit. Like, which I guess is kind of cool. But
Edward Norton and Bryan
just
Cranston were pretty fun in it. I liked their like little roles where they didn't almost interact with anybody else either.
Yeah, I like Steve Carell's part. Or his
that was
couple
supposed to be Bill Murray originally. I saw, but because of Bill Murray got COVID, so he couldn't go to set.
Wasn't that a damn shame?
I know, fucking.
And
Bill
I mean,
Murray.
and here's the thing, like, it is what it is. Like, whatever. I watched it.
Did you at least have a good time watching it?
I mean, it was fine. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there should be a purpose for watching a movie, and after watching that, I feel like there was no purpose of watching the movie.
Yeah,
and then you have like this like claymation alien thing. It's like, what the fuck is this?
The alien was so
I'm like,
weird.
What is this? And then it just had like the big bulging like clay eyes. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, this is fucking weird.
I forget. I who was it that played the alien? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't even know.
It's the
I fast forwarded to the end to make sure there wasn't like a scene to explain the whole movie or something, but there wasn't.
It's the guy from Jurassic Park, and he's also Jeff Goldblum. I couldn't remember his name. Jeff Goldblum was the alien. He's in it for like 10 seconds behind the scenes for it.
Okay.
But I knew this would bug you. I saw this in the IMDb trivia. That you know everything has to have a purpose for movies with you. You know the scene in this where it turns black.
I mean, I feel like that's what every movie should have.
It makes sense, but this is leading into that. Where this is, you'll never know what this means. I learned, and maybe one day Wes Anderson said he will reveal it. But I thought this was so odd to put in a movie. Then the part where they're all going like, if you don't wake up, or you can't wake up if you don't fall asleep. You can't wake up if you don't fall asleep. He won't explain that. That was from an acting class that he did. And like it was like he says it's so weird, and you do these weird things in acting classes and shit. But he won't explain what that is. That is kind of annoying.
Okay.
Why put that in the movie?
I mean,
like what's the point of that in the movie? Where does that mean in the movie if it's just a random scene?
I mean, and this is gonna sound stupid, and I mean, you make a TikTok out of it if you want. I don't really care, but watching this movie makes me feel like I could make movies. Okay.
See, but I think that's good. I think there should be some movies like that where it's just like, oh, I could do that. That's easy. I can make. If this is a movie, I can make a movie.
I mean, like you. I mean, could probably. Damien could probably fucking make this movie.
I don't know. That kid's pretty fucking useless sometimes.
I mean, but seriously though, like.
Well, I mean,
they could be like, "Well, what do you
say that?" But there was some really good filmmaking.
You can't wake up if you don't fall asleep.
There was
just say it over and over.
Did you notice how symmetrical his movie was? Everything was centered in the movie, like things like and like how colorful his movies are. It's even well written, even though none of it really matters. Like ultimately, I guess the story in this was that the guy's wife died and he moved on and met Scarlett Johansson, kind of.
He moved on very quickly.
Very, very quickly. And then she moved on from him at the end. She didn't, not even like a goodbye letter.
And I thought, I mean, maybe this was like meant to be, but like, how ironic it is that he's like a war photographer and his wife dies, not him. Like that's kind of what
that
I
is a
got
good
out of it.
point. I didn't think of that.
Like he's a war photographer. He goes into war zones and takes pictures.
Yeah.
And he's alive, but his wife died.
Did you
So
think at all that his kids were going to be aliens or anything? Like when it started talking about aliens, and then like
no,
I think one of the times behind the because you know how he kept like taking off his mustache and going and talking
yeah,
to was it Edward Norton that was the director or whoever it was?
yeah. I think it was Edward Norton who was the director.
He would go talk to him, and then at one point he mentioned like the daughters being aliens or something, like they possibly are, and then they never mentioned it again.
Yeah.
So because I watched this with Taylor,
just thought they were very
do you think
weird.
those girls are aliens? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh fuck. I
didn't get that, but
because I just
thought I was just
like, because
weird.
I knew this was like an
shit.
alien invasion movie. That's the only thing I knew about it.
I didn't know it. I mean,
And
I figured with being Asteroid City, it would be something about space or something of that nature.
I really like Asteroid City. That would be the good porno parody for this movie.
There's a
There
fucking
you go.
ninja.
Yeah.
But it was just there was some good gags though I did like in the movie, like the guy he never actually lit his it was all filmed like a play. So like when he goes to light his pipe, he never actually lit the pipe and things like that. Like
well,
it was gasoline going into it. I like that.
That was my favorite part of the whole movie where he just put gasoline in his Zippo.
In his Zippo to do his pipe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, what
and it
fuck?
was just like a random ass hand out of nowhere.
Yeah,
just filled up his whole Zippo.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and I'm assuming because like that was like kind of how Barbie was. I mean, is that kind of what you were?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. It would be similar vibes, and then also the wife ended up being Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea she was in this movie. No idea.
I didn't either. I saw that and I'm like, because I mean, obviously I watched it on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And by the way, fuck Amazon. $2.99 more to watch it without ads.
I know. What the fuck?
Paying $20. I'm already paying $20 without fucking paying another.
You turn it on. It's like, hey, do you want to give us like $3 right now?
I'm like, eat a dick, dude. I said no. I didn't get any ads though.
I didn't.
So I don't know.
I hit no too, and I was like, fuck, this movie's gonna have goddamn ads. Are you kidding me? I didn't get one, so maybe they don't. I told Abby, actually need the money.
I think I'm gonna fucking cancel this shit, dude. Like, cause we buy stuff here and there, but it's not like we buy a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And it's like, is it worth paying whatever $250 a year to fucking
expensive for Amazon?
You know, and a lot of stuff nowadays isn't even 2-day Prime.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. You don't. It's not even like you get your shit that fast, anyways. What happened to them? Weren't they going to do drones flying to people's houses, delivering mail and shit?
Probably. I'm surprised they don't have, like, you know, clones of fucking Jeff Bezos delivering shit to your front door.
Fucking clones.
Doesn't look like anything.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, nothing. What?
Did you have a least favorite part of this movie? Like what was the part that you're like, this is fucking dumb? Because I know there had to be something in this movie that you just thought was the worst thing you've seen.
Probably the original alien scene.
Oh, the alien coming down where they were like...
Yeah, well, because like, I still don't even understand what they were watching with the cardboard boxes on their head.
I think they were stargazing or something, and then the alien came.
I get that, but what? I'm like, I'm like, huh?
I didn't get the boxes either. I was confused about that too.
And then the one kid had his shit turned around and he's like, I don't see anything. And then like a little green light appears and it's like, what? And then they all take it off and then here's this mothership or whatever. And then it reminded me of like a Pink Panther episode with the fucking pole coming down.
And he slides down it. Oh, I wish I still had Ghostbusters. You gotta try this pole.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? To me, that was because like I said, I didn't know it was like alien invasion shit. I just was like, you know, Asteroid City. But I was like, and then it was like a claymation fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I didn't expect that either, but he has 2 animated movies that are kind of claymation that he's done, so maybe that kind of got him really into that, so he wanted to add that in here.
I mean, apparently he's obviously well known.
Yeah, you should watch some of his he has some more normal movies that are still like this kind of theme and like aesthetic, but like actually have more of a plot.
What is it? Budapest Hotel?
Yeah, like that's great. Hotel? That's really good. Grand Budapest Hotel. There's one thing you reminded me when you talked about the lights earlier in this. There's one thing I thought about because you know I said earlier that like the main story I guess was the guy's wife and kids and Scarlett Johansson and all that.
Yeah.
When his son went into the I don't know, the space office, whatever they had, with all the satellites and shit. When Tilda Swinton was there,
Yeah.
she pointed at the lights and she said like this could all be a red herring up for all we know. So it made me wonder
Yeah.
by the end is the alien plot. None of that fucking mattered. It was just a red herring. The main storyline was the wife and kids and all that. But then there was really no resolution to all of it. They kind of just drove off to Tom Hanks's place at the end.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I wanted to see Tom Hanks's place. They kept talking about going there, and then
yeah,
they
it would have
kind of
been
just
cool.
got COVID trapped there, which I did see too. Originally, there was no like quarantine zone in this movie, but then when we all got put in quarantine, he just ended up writing that into the script too, like to get the family stuck there. So
Well,
I wonder if originally they would have went to Tom Hanks's place.
I looked up on Reddit. I googled it, and then one of the top links was Reddit, and it was like a subreddit. It was like a true film or something.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the top comments on it was basically like this person thought that he was like comparing it to COVID. Like it was like,
yeah, that's what it kind of felt like ish.
And I'm just like,
it almost kind of felt like if COVID happened in Looney Tunes, because they even had like a Roadrunner gag at the end with the credits and shit. It was a little Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the one kid that kept being like, "You dare me? You dare me to do this?" And then like he'd go hug a cactus or turn off the power, do whatever. He wanted.
That was you.
You dare me to push this button?
Yeah, that was you. That was you.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie is when Steve Carell and Liv Schreiber, his dad, were talking to him, and they're like, "Why do you ask to be dared for everything?" And he was like, "I don't think anyone's gonna notice me," and blah blah all this shit. And they're like, they felt bad for him, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you go ahead, we dare you." And they're like, "What are you gonna do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna hug that cactus." And they're like, "No, never mind." I loved that part. That was hilarious.
Another thing that I liked was the like all the vending machines that you could buy. Like,
I really like. What vending machine would you have? What would be your special vending machine?
I don't know. I mean, the land one was pretty cool. For $10 worth of quarters, you get a half a tennis court worth of land.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just like, that's kind of cool. But I mean, I don't know. I always thought like cigarette vending machines were cool. Like you could find them they're still around in older places and stuff. I've always thought those were cool. Like just be like, I don't have to talk to anybody. I can just walk up and
there's a perfect world where everything's just kind of a vending machine like that.
Yeah.
You just walk up, like, I'm getting Call of Duty. Let's get this out of the vending machine.
Yeah. Well, you can do that now. You just
I guess
buy
it's just digital.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the internet?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 street for me because like there's days where I'm just like, dude, I don't really feel like talking to anybody. I don't want to go and see anybody. I'd much rather, and then there's days where I'm like, cool, like I just, I don't care.
Days where you're in there talking, and they're like,
"Shut up, bitch!"
Yeah, pretty much.
People behind you in line. Get out of here.
They're like, hey, buddy, keep it moving here, huh? We got shit to do here.
That's funny. Has there been any movies that you want to watch for after Asteroid City? Have you thought about that?
I don't know.
You mentioned that Jennifer Lawrence one last week.
Yeah, we don't have to watch. I meant to look it up to see if there was anything new.
Were you interested in Dumb Money? That's Seth Rogen, Pete Davidson, Paul Dano. I like the GameStop stock because that's on Netflix.
I don't even. I mean, I don't. We could.
I've never seen it, and I was just surprised it was on Netflix. So I was like, oh, that could be one of ours if we want to, because that's just another one that I've missed.
Is that Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Is that a show? Oh, it is a show.
Yeah. Oh, we could watch the movie of that for the show coming out. That'd be kind of fun.
With Brad,
yeah,
Brangelina or whatever they called them.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know because I remember you sent it to me, and then I saw I got an alert on my phone for Amazon. It was like now on Prime. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I was thinking it was like a movie.
How Donald Glover is in that. That'll be fun.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh boy.
No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Not gonna say it.
I also saw for Asteroid City that Michael Cera was supposed to be in the movie, but like he
that would have been fitting. I feel like.
Who do you think he would have played? Because it said that it was never stated who he would be. But I was trying to think. I don't know who he would be unless it was like one of the kids or something. Played. But
I mean, he could have been the 14-year or whatever. What's his damn name? The GIF I sent you.
Oh yeah, the
Woodrow.
Yeah, Brainiac. as they call him sometimes.
He could. Yeah. He could have been him maybe.
Yeah, that would have been kind of funny. They could.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
wonder if they
Shit.
would have even done because like they did that kind of like play recast joke with him at one point. They could have done that and like recast him with Michael Cera or something.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more to it. The part where I forget what's going on, but Scarlett Johansson is saying something, and like she's talking to one of the neighbors or something, and then Bryan Cranston's just standing there next to her, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not in this scene. I am not in this scene," and just walks away. I thought there'd be more to that, but that was just like a one-off gag. But I like.
Yeah, and then like I think it was towards the end too. Like they're like, it's when the alien comes back and they drop the whatever meteor or whatever, and then like he just like opens up the door in the mountain
and just goes backstage.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, this is so weird. I'm like,
see, that's one thing I love about nobody makes movies like Wes Anderson does. So
Stanley Kubrick. I still want you to watch A Clockwork Orange.
We could
watch
that.
We
could watch that for
I
next
want
week.
you to watch
I could watch
that.
it for
I've
next
already
week.
watched it.
I could watch it for next week as well with our movie, like we did Saltburn and Barbie, kind of.
Yeah.
I could do that for next week. And we'll
just because I've already seen it, and I still say it's the weirdest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it, but it was weird.
You'll probably like
those
it. It'll probably be like a cult classic for you. You'll be
my
like,
favorite movie.
Great.
I'm dressed up as the guys next week. I'm like, this is my new religion.
That would be so funny. That would be so funny.
Is there anything else about Asteroid City that
I don't think so.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but I'm glad I saw it. It's not my favorite Wes Anderson movie, but I'm glad I saw it.
Like what? So like, how many have you seen of his? I mean,
I've
a handful, 5.
I've seen all his movies now, except for the 4 he did for Netflix.
Where would you rank this? Like last,
I would probably
maybe.
I would probably rank it second to last. One of his movies that I actually didn't like that I forgot about last week was The Life of Something with it's like a aquarium movie with Bill Murray, and it's all about him and like his wife died, and it's just kind of like a sad movie, and I just didn't care for it. So I would put this right above that at the bottom.
Okay,
but I'd say
I mean I
going through his movies, I'd say it only gets better from here.
That's kind of the vibe I got from the way you talked about it. Is that you're was okay, wasn't great, but you're like, eh.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I liked the one he did right before this. I think it's the French Dispatch. I really liked that one. I saw that one in theaters. That one's really good. It has Bernard in that one a lot too. I liked it.
I'm trying to see what if there's any new movies out, but
we could watch Saltburn again.
Everything, yeah. Did you see old fucking Apollo Creed died today?
I know. I saw that
on
Twitter.
Chubbs died. Yeah.
I think what was he like 76 years old? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see why he died? I didn't see if he was sick or anything like that. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. I just saw that he had passed away. I was like, damn.
Should we do a Wes Craven movie now?
No.
Can you tell the difference now between a Wes Anderson movie and a Wes Craven movie?
Yeah. I just gotta admit, it's just like
I know.
Andrew Dice Clay and whatever. I know it's not Andrew Dice Clay.
Last night, we watched 10 Things I Hate About You, and Taylor was waiting for Joseph Gordon-Levitt to show up in the movie.
That guy.
And then she asked me, she goes, "Who is that? Is that who's on the screen right now?" And I got it right, but she was expecting me to call him Jake Gyllenhaal, the fucking bitch.
Well, you've expressed it multiple times, so yeah.
It's hard. She's trying to trick me into fucking doing it.
Well,
but I got it right. It might be because he looked younger, so that I don't get him confused. But I don't know.
The best movies of 2024. I have never heard of any of these. So cool. Oh, that movie is that movie streaming somewhere? That it's Priscilla. It's like the Elvis movie. I think it's Jacob Elordi's in that.
Yeah, one, I think that's on. Is it Netflix? I think I just saw that was going to be on there.
That might. I don't know.
Are you a big Elvis fan?
I mean, I like Elvis. My grandma loved Elvis.
Oh, you
know
what? This is a good time to play this. Where is it at?
Oh,
I'd fuck Elvis.
I'd fuck Elvis.
Yeah. Which one? What movie was that?
That was
I know it was a Tarantino, but I
True
can't remember
Romance,
which.
I believe.
True Romance. It wasn't. It was technically not Tarantino's, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob Elordi is in that one.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's gonna go to Max, but it's not gonna go there yet for a bit. So right now you can just rent it, but
Okay.
it will go to Max eventually.
Did you ever see the first Dune?
I did, but a while back. Are you a fan of Dune at
know.
all? Did you watch the older ones or anything?
I don't
I've
think
never.
so.
Only thing I've seen of Dune is like everything that's ripped off Dune, other than like the
It's
brand new one.
it's a like it's sci-fi, right?
Yeah, it's basically what Star Wars
Yeah.
ripped off, pretty much.
Mm.
Like it's basically that it's like the same exact story as like Star Wars and a bunch of other big sci-fi things that just ripped off.
I see.
But the guy who makes it, Danny Villeneuve, I think they say his name. He's a very good filmmaker. He made like the Blade Runner 2049 movie. That's really good as well. That has
Asteroid City.
Ryan Gosling in it.
On IMDb, Asteroid City has 6.5 stars out of 10.
Oh wow, that's actually more positive. I've seen a lot of people be negative on this movie, so that's way more positive than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, it's just different. Just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Whether that's because I just don't know his style or his aesthetic, but I mean, it just didn't make a whole hell of a lot to me. And the few things I read said basically everybody just said it was like a lot of the same thing. They just, it was like they didn't really know why this was made.
It felt like
what purpose it served.
You
so I was just like, well,
random scenes.
apparently I'm not the dumbest person in the world.
For like an hour 45, and it was like, now it's done.
I mean, I get it. They were like, it was like a play that they were like reciting, and it turned it into a movie, which is just weird in itself.
Yeah, because it was so odd that like it was like so different. It's gonna get hate no matter what because it's so different. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think it could have probably had a little more time worked on it to make it have an actual story going through it, and it would have probably been a lot more liked. But I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, I wonder how that like grossed in movie theaters compared to other films of his.
Well, let's see.
And if people were like pissed.
That's a good question. Let's see all of his movies. Well, here we go. IMDb has them ranked for us right here.
Oh, damn.
It does tell me the number. So Grand Budapest Hotel has 175 million.
That's what it made in theaters?
Yeah. And then I'm just going to scroll down until I see... Oh, it's not even in his top 10. The bottom one is Bottle Rocket, which was his first movie, and that made $1 million. So I don't know how this isn't in there, but...
I was gonna say that can't be right, but I'll just Google it. What's it called? Asteroid Hotel.
Asteroid City, yeah.
Asteroid Hotel. Asteroid Hotel. What the hell? Asteroid City gross. It says it grossed 54 million and received generally positive reviews.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it says it began a limited theatrical release.
How much did you say? 54 million?
Yeah.
So that would put it at his fourth movie, according to IMDb.
Wow.
Because Moonrise Kingdom made 68 million, and Fantastic Mr. Fox made 46 million, and Fantastic Mr. Fox is 4.
Yeah, but see this right here. It says how well is Asteroid City doing at the box office, and this says Asteroid City's 28.2 million running total, following a wide expansion, makes it the second highest grossing specialty sector release for the year to date, behind Hayao Miyazaki's December 8th release, The Boy and the Heron. I don't know.
I have no clue what's going on there.
Me neither.
My ass is fat.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, I don't know. It just and then there's like I don't know. I don't know how long it normally stays in theaters or whatever, but there's a lot of different numbers. Like I see 46.3 here, so 30.2. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. So I just know I didn't go see it in theaters.
I didn't either.
I'm quite glad. But it would have been nice because I could have got up at any time and got more popcorn. So.
True. Do you think if you had popcorn brought to you throughout this entire movie, it would have made you enjoy it a lot more?
I mean, probably.
But I guess that probably helps every movie.
Yeah, and some of the theaters do have that where you know the ones that
like
you
like a button, then they come to you. Yeah, I like that.
It's amazing, dude. That's the way they all should be.
Yeah, no,
you're supposed to go to a theater to watch a movie, not get up.
Well, and also
you should get a colostomy bag, a pee bag, and then catering service. You know.
But that would make sense a little bit. Maybe not the bag, but because it should be an experience you can't do at home. And now you can watch any movie on your home.
Right.
You have the biggest TVs in the world now at your house. Like,
yep.
They should be. Hey, here's a pizza, and we're gonna suck your dick while you watch this.
They have to step their game up. I feel like they have to step their game up.
Yeah, I don't know what else they could do to make them a better.
I mean, I know you can like rent
but
out theaters now for like
I
whatever, a
would
couple
love to
hours,
do that and just like play video games in there. Like play the
they
Last
have
of
that.
Us in
I
a
think
theater
they
for a
have
while.
that. Yeah, I think they have that.
I know during COVID, you could just go to AMC for like $100, and you could like rent it for a couple hours. I was always tempted. That would have been so fun.
You
Just,
should
just have a theater. I think they still do that every once in a while, but like if you have the AMC pass or whatever it's called, which we have, so I should check out for that.
We should look into it.
That would be actually a good thing to do, like some kind of
do
like
Jerome's birthday.
I was gonna say
AMC.
like a birthday party at AMC and just like watch movies and play like Last of Us or something. That's a good idea. I like that.
It has to come with unlimited popcorn though.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not coming there. There's no popcorn, motherfucker.
Shut up, bitch.
So have we decided on a movie? Are we?
No,
what kind,
I don't fucking know.
What kind of movie do we want?
I don't know. Something new I've never seen that's good, not fucking dumb.
Well, I have heard that Dumb Money is really good, and it has a huge cast as well.
Dumb Money.
Dumb Money. The all the GameStop stuff.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that's really good. Not to just keep pushing that. That's just the only one I thought of. But it's an hour 45 as well.
That's fine. We can watch that.
Oh, and there's a connection to Barbie I just found. America Ferrera, the girl that
Oh my
that
goddamn.
worked. Maybe this is our Barbie era. Holy shit. Wait.
This guy.
We got a little Last of Us connection.
Barbie.
Nick Offerman's in it.
Okay.
Let me see. Ooh, Sebastian Stan. I like him.
Dude, there's just no movies. I'm looking at all these. Oh yeah, Dumb Money right here. Is it streaming on something?
Yeah, it's Netflix.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Oh, Netflix.
I saw it last night, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll bring this up to Hess.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can watch that.
All right, cool.
And then
I think
soon
we'll enjoy that more.
We'll have
than we enjoyed
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll totally.
I'm not watching that though.
You're not gonna watch Oppenheimer? I'm totally rewatching that one.
I don't know. I don't really want to watch it for the pod though.
Oh no, that makes
I feel
sense.
like
that's
yeah, like I'm yeah. I'll
sit
watch
here, be
it,
like,
but...
y'all ready for a history lesson?
Fuck, dude. You'll be like, well, what'd you think? I fell asleep. I hated it.
That would have been fucking.
Yeah.
I watched Barbie again actually.
Yeah.
Want to shut up?
Oh, Barbenheimer.
So next week we'll be talking about the stocks and how we're gonna game the system and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you ever tempted to get into that GameStop stuff, or did it just pass you by?
Yeah, it just never crossed my mind.
I would always be, I would be afraid to do something like that, but that's always I always like when
it's a risk.
They find a way to game the system and do something like that. It's like, fuck you, we just made like billions of dollars off of.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
Some things here. Yeah. Hopefully it's an interesting movie. It looks cool from the trailers, but I think after the trailers I didn't hear shit about it, so I ended up never seeing it in theaters.
I mean, we'll see. But yeah, what's it called again?
Dumb Money.
Dumb Money.
Yeah.
I might text you. Well, hopefully I'll remember that.
What's it called again? I'm like, it's Smart Coins. Go look up Smart Coins.
Jesus Christ. This guy's an idiot. Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
Here, let me see. I liked an article on Twitter before we started this, and I wanted to ask you about it towards the end of the pod.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
what
right
do we
here.
got?
So apparently there was a mom that would drop off her kids at school, and on the back of her car, you can see here, she had a little
the OnlyFans thing?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
What if you were picking up your kids and one of the moms had an OnlyFans sticker on the back of her car promoting it? Would you be mad about that? Would you complain, or would you be like, look at this dumb bitch, and then you go home and you kind of look her up?
I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I would complain because it is. I mean, dude, there's people who have bumper stickers that say like "eat my ass" or "fuck Joe." I was driving I was on the freeway the other day, and someone had literally a like a sports ticker.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those, and it literally said "fuck Joe Biden," honk 3 times for Trump, and it was just like on a loop.
Jesus.
So it's like, I mean, you could people do whatever they want. I mean, not to say it's right, but I mean, it's I don't know.
We
it's
make our
kind
own
of
bumper stickers.
it's kind of like free speech, you know. I mean,
well, and also too, it's not like
how
he was
old were
doing.
these kids?
I
Are
wondered
they going
that
to be
as
like,
well. Yeah.
like, are they like fucking third graders where they're like, do they have access where they can go and log on to her OnlyFans and pay? And
The kids are in the parking lot like,
you know,
fuck, look at this hot mom. God damn.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I think
like
it's a little bit outrageous, but I don't know. I don't have a kid that's in grade school.
Yeah. No, and it is weird too, because like, what if 95% of her time she's driving around somewhere completely else where no kids are around, but then she's got to go pick up some kids? Like, maybe she's there for 3 minutes. Like, I feel like it seems a little weird. Like, oh my god, this mom's promoting porn, but also like, what if on her OnlyFans she does like gardening in her bikini, and it's like nothing that crazy too. I mean, she's probably sucking cock, but who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
But yeah, I saw that. I was just like, that's really interesting.
I've never brought myself to pay for OnlyFans. Because I just don't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's so much free stuff. Why?
I never have either. I don't even really do, like, I know obviously people do porn on there, but like I've seen like Whitney Cummings does like stand-up specials and shit like that
really?
sometimes, and like stuff like that. Like they did like the roast of Burt Kreischer on OnlyFans, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
and
weird.
Like there's some shit like that. Like it's just kind of like it doesn't necessarily all have to be porn.
I like Whitney Cummings. We've seen her a couple times.
I didn't know. I was watching.
So random. She had a child.
Yeah, I've been rewatching Workaholics. And she showed up randomly in like the 4th or 5th season, and I was like, "Oh fuck!
Wow.
I didn't even know she was in this show."
That's funny.
That's pretty fun.
That's funny. That shows. I don't know. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I was too old when it came out because it was just like, just not. It wasn't like. Don't get me wrong. It had funny moments, but for the most part, it's just like dumb stoner humor.
Oh, 100%.
And it's just like, okay.
I've always been into those comedies, like Jay and Silent Bob, Harold and Kumar, and just pretty much dumb comedies. Maybe I'll like Dumb Money, but
yeah, dumb comedy. Jerome likes dumb comedy, but I mean, I like Billy Madison and all that shit. And it was funny. It was funny. Madison. I don't know what it was, but somebody was like, we were watching a movie or a show or something, and somebody was like talking. It was we watched Love on the Spectrum, the second season.
I've been thinking about starting that. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks.
It's really good. It's nice. It's like I personally
seems like a very
it.
wholesome show.
Yeah, it is. It's a wholesome show. And but like one of the dudes, he like, I don't know, he said something and I go, he fucking sounds like fucking Billy Madison, where he's like, I'm shampoo, I'm conditioner. Like,
when you looking at Swan?
Yeah. So I pulled that up and we watched the clip, and then we watched the clip where Farley was like flipping out on the bus. And I was just like, I gotta watch this movie again. It's been so long.
I actually just watched that like a month ago.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
I love that. I used to watch that like on repeat as a kid.
Yeah.
Even to the point where Nick and Angel would tell me, you know the part where he's like, I'm deaf? They would have me go, I'm deaf. Back and forth and like cross my eyes and shit when I was little. Like that would be like an everyday thing for them. Like, hey Jerome, do it. And I'd be like, oh, every day. It would kill them.
Oh, that's funny.
But I love that. And like Happy Gilmore, I would dress up like Adam Sandler all the time. Fucking love that. I mean, I would watch them at my old, like not Mima, a different grandma would watch me. And like her house was it was almost like an old people's home, but it was like in the backyard was like all rocks and cactus and shit. And I would just play golf back there like I was Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore, like the whole time.
There you go.
I fucking love it.
There you go.
One time though, I was chasing a rabbit around her house like a fool, and I put my hand in to pet it, and I got cactus needles all over my hand in her backyard.
Oh Jesus!
But then this part I thought was so stupid. My grandma helped me take out all the cactus needles, and then for one of them she couldn't get out. She used her teeth to get it out. And she got a bunch of cactus needles in her tongue. So then she had to sit there and get them out of her tongue. And I was there like, well, why the fuck did you use your mouth for that?
Yeah, that's
like
that's
even
weird.
as like I was like 4 or 5. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? That was dumb.
Yeah, that's. I mean, hey, you know, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I guess. I don't know.
Her cat used to fucking hate me though. I remember it would like hide in her room, and me and Taylor would sometimes walk in there and it would be fucking at us the whole time, never would come near us.
I hate cats.
Oh, you do?
Absolutely hate cats.
I didn't know that. Do you think like they're the devil?
They're fucking dicks, dude. They're fucking dicks.
Most cats don't really seem like they want. I mean, I know there's some that cuddle with people, but they don't really seem like they really like people.
Yeah, but cats are dicks. I hate cats.
Have you ever had a cat growing up at all, or no?
My uncle always had cats. In his defense, he always had cool cats. But for the most part, I hate cats. So.
We were never allowed to have any cats anywhere because
it's like, fuck off. I'm not fucking doing anything to you, dude. Fucking back off. It's like I just walked in the room. Eat a dick, dude. What the fuck?
I want to show.
How'd you like it if you walked in the room
fuck. I want a show of you versus a cat. You live in a little apartment, and it's you and this cat sharing a little apartment together.
I'd suffocate it.
Oh, that'd be good. I love that. Yeah. But I always wanted a little cat. I always thought they were just so cute and they'd be fun to cuddle with. But
you should get one.
Well, we were never allowed to have any because Macy was deathly allergic. But so now I've always threatened if she annoys me, I'm just gonna get a cat so then she can't come over.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it's. It was a little annoying when we were little, but now now I'm like, I don't really care. I don't really need a cat.
Yeah,
I'll stick with dogs.
It's just work.
They're better. Dogs seem to actually care about you.
They do.
Oh,
they absolutely do.
We have less than a minute. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people? Maybe save the whales.
Save the whales.
Watch Dumb Money before next week.
Yep. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you watch it before next week. And Dumb Money. Save the whales. Go rescue a dog from an animal shelter.
Yeah. Yeah, rescue as many dogs as you can by next week. And then send us pictures of the dogs you rescued. And
absolutely.
We'll show them on the show.
Wouldn't
that be so fucking adorable? Oh. Oh, fuck me. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys next week for Dumb Money, motherfucker.
What the fuck is the internet?